Hello there and welcome to this episode of Into the Mountains. This is a special episode where I'm gonna document what it's like learning how to paraglide. And we're gonna see me, a complete beginner at this, go through this course and see my struggles. You'll also see my brother Jesper a fair bit in this video. Let's learn how to paraglide. I think we might fly from that hill there on the other side. This house with a pointy roof. And the top of Åreskutan. Should we do it?
Yes.
So we've been testing helmets.
Yeah.
Looking fast. Shows your other one.
Okay.
I'm a bit of a helmet snob. No, the sweet one is way cooler.
Yeah.
I think it's rafting helmets.
We're gonna go with this one.
Yeah, then we're matching. We look equally fast. First morning, we learned a couple of things about theory, gear. There's a bunch of different paragliders. Some are safer than others, some are faster than others, and most of them I'm not allowed to fly because I'm a beginner, which is good. We were just gonna try to work on balancing the paraglider, but we get a northerly wind that's like wrapping around the mountain, making turbulent wind. So he was like, screw it, go for lunch, I'll try again later. So we're trying to remember here.
Yeah, first back up.
Back up.
So
we don't make it fly before we want to fly.
and the harness should be about knee level, right?
What did you say, 10 centimeters above the knee? How do we make this backpack less baggy?
You pull on this one, but it feels like, oh no,
That looks good now. Yeah.
it is good. Should be less weak.
Something is weird. Many straps. Maybe we have to ask Paul.
Here's just the white one. But this one seems super stuck. No.
He gave up.
Man får känna lite på olika skärmar, är de olika tajta. Om du håller sån och känner att du får ingen kontakt, då tar du på, för då gör du sån, för då får du 10 cm mer broms.
Ja, just det.
Så det handlar ju lite om det. Den här kan du nog egentligen lätt ta in i handtaget. Och då måste den ju vara där ändå.
Så då kör vi.
Sådär.
Nice.
Och sen?
Så du sa tokspring?
Jag sa...
Tokspring!
Tokspring! Kom igen, lätt jogg med lite kraft i joggen. Ja, och släpp remmarna. Ja, och så joggar
Bra.
framåt.
Höger! Dra!
Och så framåt.
Nej!
So explain what he just said to you.
I was getting shit for crossing the lines all the way up here, and then you can, with time, break the lines. But to cross them down here, we get the strong fabric,
Yeah.
and then get the A lines. But it all looks a little twisted and wonky now, because I don't know what I'm doing yet. But yeah, that's something I know. Rör inte känns. Vad lätt det var. I'm stoked. I think that went excellently well, or? What do you think, Jesper?
Yes. Few comments
Ooh,
so
more
far.
fun than I thought. I've been seeing the paragliders from my house, and it's really quite fun. I even got to fly like this far, and I was like learning to fly. Kind of, you know that song from Happy? But it went good. It was more intuitive than I thought, mostly. But sometimes you're like, what the fuck, what the hell am I doing? It just falls and things are happening. Yeah, bro. Yeah, it was a good time and I'm quite sweaty now. So now we changed a full-size paraglider, and we've been told it's gonna move slower, but with way more power. We get to use it now for a bit, as the wind is really calm, 2 to 3 meters per second. Because they've been talking about, you know, if it lays a little bit crooked on start, it's gonna go up crooked. And now Jesper's proven that to himself like 3 times. And he's a little bit annoyed. Because, you know, we're brothers, we've been competitive for life. I think I've taken a bit of a leader. I'm leading a little bit. It's big brother. You don't like it, little brother. He's better at almost anything. We discovered we made a little line over. The one line got over the thing. I don't know how we did it, but we did it. Go back, Jesper, and I can help you. The boss said that it's time to take it to the next level with this too.
Fel håll.
Yeah, shit. So we're actually, but he didn't, fuck's sake, he didn't see. He said that I had to take it to the next level, that I need to be able to walk in between them there.
But dude, that was awesome.
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god, yes.
I walked through it.
Yes.
I like the challenge of like having to tiptoe between them and not crash on them. Because that would be embarrassing.
It's good. Shame is a good motivator.
Well, when a Norwegian challenges a Swedish person, we have to go everything.
Yes.
Give everything we have. They say it weighs about 5.5 kilos, and it feels like way more because it's like a pretty annoying size. It's not small. And wearing this backpack is incredibly annoying. Look at it. It's super annoying. I bet it's comfy ass in the sky, but not when I'm walking. It's way more exhausting with a big wing, but more peaceful. And I get to fly a little bit, but not much. It was fun. So now I'm surprisingly tired for having sprinted only 3 times 300 meters or however long the landing strip is. Draklanda, the cool name for this. But it is difficult. It's more difficult than expected. Keep the balance, like right and left, but also forwards and backwards. Because if it goes too far forwards towards the wind, the damn thing implodes. Collapses, I think is the technical term in this sport. It's day 2 and we were supposed to go straight up the mountain and hopefully do some backgliding, so just glide down a gentle hill towards the wind. But the weather was too bad. At first we did an hour of theory and learned about winds and turbulence and really important stuff. It was cool. But now we're gonna go up, so that's gonna be fun. So we had a bit of a safety run through in case someone gets dragged along because we have more wind. And that feels useful as it's a little gusty sometimes. Yeah, it feels good to fly up here on this little hill or mountain. Down! Stay down.
Good job.
Move forward.
Look very solid.
Yeah, we have consolidated since yesterday. We slept on it, got to dream about flying. Wings, I didn't really do that, but I do know that the brain does consolidate memories at night, so that's good.
Can you tell everybody on YouTube why you gave up?
I'm just weak. Just weak.
Okay.
I made a mess by carrying it up here.
Alright, 90 degrees.
So let's see. Good one. Excellent.
Relax, don't go yet. Fix this.
Vänta, han ska fixa basen.
Alright, go.
little break.
Gent upp, styr den upp igen, styr den upp igen.
Let's do it. Again up. All the way. 90 degrees. Attack. Cheers over there. Gently with the brakes. Attack, attack, attack. Nice.
Yeah. Finally. I just did my little flight. So never mind filming right now. This is too important to get right. That was incredibly cool. I really enjoyed it. Got quite nervous flying over some rocks and boulders, and I had to actively steer from my very first flight that I wouldn't land in any rocks and other sketchy things. Woo! So here's Jesper's first flight. Whoa. Oh, did he do a good job?
Excellent job.
How was my first flight? Was it alright?
Even better.
No way.
Yes, way.
No.
Yes.
It's not fair.
Yeah, I know. Life is not fair.
So, if I'm going to reflect on the flight I did on camera, yeah, I just wanted to like pull both brakes to, go up into the air, but it slowed me down and it changed how the glider was above my head, and that, it didn't feel that good. And it was lame to get slapped on my back. So Henry told me, come on, Niels, no braking, just dive forward with your face between the the lines. Just keep diving, push, and get that speed to lift me up. Not the braking, because the braking is gonna create this pendulum, and that it's no good. And the next flight, I really did that, and it was great. Oh, Jesper.
So this time, do as normal, but don't look on the glider that much, because if you look up, you can't see the ground when you crash. Yeah. So when you crash, I want you to see it.
So I can really,
So you can really take the crash into
taste the ground by taste. My second flight got really long, I thought. It was quite scary, a bit scary. I overshot the landing with about 200 meters. A wind just picked me up like, I don't know, multiple meters, and sent me flying down here. So I have a long way back up, but it was exciting. I'm glad that I had open eyes, that I could see potential dangers like this power line over there. I was like, uh-oh, pretty high up, and I'm going towards it. Instead of land on this soft swamp. So I feel like I crashed my first cross-country flight. Having to walk through swamps and streams. He said I passed the easy, low altitude flying. I felt good. I enjoyed the flight. So now we passed ground handling, easy flying. What's left is, I think, high flying from higher up, like 500 vert, and the theory test. Lucky it's not hard work at all to walk up here.
Yeah, it's super easy.
Just like, I don't know what the equipment is, 8 kilos. But it's so bulky and awkward to carry, it's exhausting. And then that bag, look at the bag here. This is such bullshit. It just smack into the back of the legs. It was my worst test, I can do better.
Yeah, I think
You should have seen the other three.
But I would say the progression is pretty darn good.
Yeah,
We're behaving.
we're behaving.
Yeah.
It's fun. So our instructor Henry is showing how to kite it back up. A skill I desperately want. It's so damn hard to walk up. Wow! This is going so well. Went so well.
What did you say?
This is
Look at that control. Okay, come on. Yeah! Attack! Yes! Go! Alltså, underkänt. Nix. Nada. Zero. Underkänt. Not approved.
One more.
One more. That one didn't count. It was the most horrible shit I ever seen in the air. Concentrate! Concentrate!
He wants his own TV show, The Angry Paraglide Instructor.
Yeah, baby! That's a good one. That's a good one.
We had to pack in a serious rush. We thought it would start raining on our gear and that would be annoying. Learned a bunch of things today again. Learning so much. And tomorrow will be less exciting probably with theory. That's okay. Thanks for watching on day 2. Good morning. It is day 4 and we're actually gonna go flying now. Very excited. I think it's gonna be an incredible flight. It's so beautiful right now. There's almost no wind on the lake. I think we couldn't be luckier with the weather. Been learning about clouds yesterday. They look high. I'll say cirrus maybe. Strato clouds, cumulus, and on the size a cumulus cloud I think. Good morning. So we got a little rundown, feel the wind. Check the gear. We're gonna do this easterly start with a sick view. You can tell now. It's pretty sick. Feels really good to open this big bag on the mountain. And other things in life, always keep shit tidy. Don't make a mess. Know where everything's at. So said, we gotta hurry, so see you later.
So here's the guys getting ready for takeoff. First flight from the mountain. So you have the mountain here. The village of Åre is down there. And then they're gonna fly around the corner to the landing field behind there. So are you nervous?
Excited, but kind of quite calm. No, I'm calm. Totally calm. I'm just excited.
You had a lot of wind in the school hill.
Oh yeah.
And today you have like, how much wind?
Nothing.
Nothing.
On takeoff and landing. So we're gonna come in a little hotter on landing now than what we trained 2 days ago, where you landed so smooth thanks to the headwind. Now we're gonna be coming in much faster, like 36 kilometers an hour, right? And
But
then
you
we
will
brake.
manage, huh?
Yeah.
Easy.
It'll be sweet. But now I gotta check these lines like 5 times and get a little OCD about it to make sure it's all nice. ESPS had a 6 start. I actually listened to Paul. Now I'll try to do that too. We'll see how that goes.
Ja, hold remmene, og slipp remmene, og stopp. Ok, too late, fortsett. Men nå sa jeg stopp 20 ganger, stopp til stopp. Du hadde en...
That didn't go so amazing. He told me to stop because he saw a little tangle in my strings and I didn't even imagine that I'd get a stop commando, so I just went fucking running. I had put my mind to do one thing. It surprised me that I failed to follow instructions, but stubbornness is a double-edged sword. Good and bad. Now the lines are great. Second flight. This time I'm going to listen to what he says because I feel shame.
Fin start förutom lite väl mycket fokus på bara springa, men det är ju det, du ska ju ha fokus på springa.
Ja, jo.
Grattis första flyget.
Tack så mycket. Ja, det var kul. You know, you learn as long as you live. That looks perfect too.
Do we have a camera? Did you do a full line check? Everything was perfect, huh? Everything is perfect? Still think it's perfect? It's very important that the first steps has to be the direction the glider is actually pointing. Then, when the glider is up, then you can start
Go a little bit more
tuning
right.
a little bit towards the wind. So if the wind is coming from the side, you need to be a little bit in between the wind and the terrain.
Okay,
So steep, when it's very weak, steepest terrain is more important than the wind. So when you're running, you can control it just a little bit to right.
just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Smygande höger om du vill. Men pass på nu, och så byter du på full fart framåt, full speedball. Okej Fredrik, om du tittar på den höger broms nu så tror jag den är tassat lite. Så flyg först ut i lite lugnare. Så sväng lite höger för.
I didn't feel the speed bar so much. Did you?
No.
It's like I tried to look down to see if I could feel the speed increase, but it wasn't that much. But he didn't like how I was spinning a little bit too fast. The turning. Since I tried skydive spiral, it's just a quick descent. I kind of like the sensation of it. It was fun. But I should do as I'm told, as that's going so-so.
Did he scream stop at you?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
No. He was very happy about the takeoff, I think. Except that I had like a little tangle in the lines again.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
In the takeoff.
No, he checked my lines thoroughly before going. It's like, I can't trust this Swedish dude. I really tried to keep running on the landing because I didn't like how the Paraglide landing in front of me last time. It's more annoying to carry. So now I really ran and tried to land it behind me, but then it still landed in front of me. Okay, I think it's true now that you used to be good at flying. Still is. Nice flight. How was it?
I still remember.
You still remember?
Really nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And you had a good flight?
Yeah, lovely. Loved it.
Excellent.
Hey, Paul.
Hello.
What's important? What's the most important thing, in your opinion, to like get across to beginner paragliders like myself?
Well, of course, I could nag about safety, blah, 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 safety. But the main purpose for me is teach people to actually understand this is for fun. It's not so serious. You didn't come to Paraglide because you thought this was your new job or whatever. You did because it looked like fun. So let's have fun. And then a little bit safety, of course.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's
That's
fun.
it. It must be fun. If you don't have fun, you won't continue doing it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I think that my way of teaching will teach people that this is fun. It's
Absolutely.
not so serious.
So far, absolutely. Kept it fun. It's easier to remember when you have fun.
Yeah. But I have my serious moments, of course. Straight before takeoff, controlling the equipment, then safety has to be priority one. But as soon as that check is over, have fun.
And remember the safety.
And don't forget about the safety altogether, of course, while you're having fun.
Nice. Makes totally. I'm higher than when I'm starting, I think, already. That's pretty ecstatic. So we don't want to fly with a bit of break in. Then
Ligg kvar
Och så är det sida. Eller vill jag lotta med händerna. Det är fantastiskt.
So we're going to the top of the mountain, hopefully. If the lift is open, A, and B, if the wind is low enough and with the right direction, and with a low enough difference between the top, middle and the bottom.
Ser ni där? Wind. 6 meter per sekund står det där. Den mätaren syns inte på internet.
We're hiking down. Take like 20 minutes to get to the safer start, or hopefully a safe start. So the terrain is messing up the conditions.
No, it's just the wind messing up right now.
All right.
Yes, because the terrain is perfect. Yeah.
Okay. I'll be honest, now when we're a bit higher up above the tree line, everything feels more sketchy. Feels more intimidating by like 50%. So what just happened here?
Well, we have quite nice conditions, but a little bit demanding.
Yeah.
So someone said safety first, and I just said that no, fun first. But it's not fun to be unsafe. So let's go for safe spot and have more fun.
Good plan.
Good plan, very good plan.
I'll get back to where we were flying this morning. Fly off there probably. So we're still waiting. At least Paul showed us the paraglider trick. Used it as a sleeping bag. It really works. So our instructor Paul, he was like, fuck it, I'm cold, I'm out of here. And he borrowed Ida's glider. And is trying to leave. So after some test flying, it seems like we're gonna fly down now. Let's see what time it is. It's 7 o'clock right now in the evening. We've been up on the mountain since 4 and just looked at different places, and now maybe we get to fly. Day 6 and our reserve day, because we haven't got to fly enough yet, and I really got my fingers crossed that the wind chills down a bit, because we were meant to meet at 7:30. It's 7:20 right now, and they just pushed it forward to 9 o'clock in hope that the wind would die down, because right now it's at max 10 meters per second, and I think it was 8 the mean wind and then 6 at the lowest, and that's too much for us. Anyway, we're gonna practice balancing the small paragliders, mini wings instead. Maybe we're gonna do some freestyle tricks like being on our knees or stand on a table or something. Improve our accuracy and make it interesting. Yeah, quite good power right now. I'm really enjoying it. Check this out. So, find control, get down a little, go crazy bird, go fly.
For that, then you'll probably land on the neck. So it's better to back roll, not fly. Well, like, yeah, just like that and roll. Sweet! Now you need to go forward again. This feels scary. Keep balancing, keep balancing! Come on, keep balancing, keep balancing. Keep it up, keep it up. We're simulating a bit of a crash landing here. And now you can twist your body while twisting the backwards. You'll manage.
Paul had another bad idea. It was to balance on the bench, but he said you can still hurt yourself on the bench. And we thought, challenge accepted. Damn, too much wind, so we're just chilling. The reality of being a beginner, huh? So today's day 7 and we had another disappointment at first. We had a message at like 6:30 that we would not meet at 7, too high winds. and then we met at 8:30. There were still too high winds, and then while we were having the meeting, we were a bit skeptical. The wind was just dropping, and now we're going up, and we can maybe fly. The course was only supposed to take 5 days. We had a reserve day yesterday that we wasted on flying and jumping on the bench, and today is the day 7 and the second reserve day, and we can hopefully do the flights necessary to finish the course. So we have to go to top there, and then walk down to that lift to go all the way up to there. And we start next to this lift here. And the speed system.
Yes, man, I will do it. But we have to be ready, you know, because if you see this one, these 5 minutes, it will make us not fly.
Yeah, I'm
Turn, do your turn. Okay, yes, perfect. We are in position. And take off. We go a little bit to the right side. Look at me. I don't want that this glider is going 45 degrees. You have to put it 90 degrees. There's no chance to make mistakes here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go up. Okay, turn. Look at the front. Look at the front.
We're gonna pull ears today. Okay, we got the ears. It actually feels safe. I didn't. Okay, undo. Nice.
Good job.
It was way scarier start today, as we had taken off into that valley with the wind, and you had the lift pylons and dangerous shit. And I was also myself, because I don't know so much about wind, worried a little bit about like turbulence from the mountainous environment. But I'm pulling the ears. I thought it'd be scary, but it wasn't. It's just like, there they are. Cool, enjoyable. We had one flight, but now it's too much wind and thermic, so we're gonna go for lunch and wait for better days. Day 8, and hopefully we get our 5th flight in. Hopefully we get a few more today, but we got this annoying mist and inversion in the valley today, but it's clearing up. The sun is shining through and breaking the mist apart, so we're about to go up pretty soon. So just minutes ago, all covered in cloud, and now it's out. And off we go.
This way.
Perfect, I go here. This is where we're running. We're gonna run fast today. Because there's no wind, we have to run way faster. So, final exam flight. Beautiful brake lines. Must not disappoint myself by having tangles in my lines today. Did you notice, Henry, I'm less slow today?
Yes, I see. It looks like you sleep good.
See you guys in a bit. Smooth start. I had to run way faster, and the sink was really cool because I was so close to the ground. Really nice. Plenty of height here. Let go to speed. Now we're gonna do 360s around the jetty with a cool little rubber boat. Oh, maybe not. Gotta get it out of the landing. Trying to not get it wet in the morning grass. It's a wet glider, flies less nice. It's quite difficult to land on the landing spot here. Jesper is doing every trick in the book to get it.
So close.
So close. Bye bye. More sketchy, it's dragging a bit more. There's my dude.
Lite djupare inbromsning och lite hastigare uppsläpp. Kör vi 2-3 till, varsågod.
Thank you very much, Henry.
All right.
Sweet. 1, 2, 3. Practice getting better at riding turbulent air, like turmix, etc.
Jävla snyggt.
First bullseye
Fan.
and first turmix.
Tervik-kill.
That was so rad! I got to ride my first turmix, Jesper. But it was so cool. I went below, first above Hummen, below Hummen, and then like made it up a decent bit above them. 3 times or 2 times. Wow, the last flight was incredible. Instead of the usual like 5 or 7 minutes, I was flying for 15 minutes. Get to just soar there, back and forth, trying to avoid my mates taking off and out of it. It was really, really cool. I loved it. It was so peaceful trying to find those turmix and fly on them, get some hang time, go up there in the air. And then after a little bit I realized that, whoa, I was over where I took off, and that felt fantastic. I couldn't have imagined any better way of finishing this course than this last experience. It was amazing. I passed the exam now, and I'm allowed to fly with experienced flyers with proper pilot licenses, and the education will continue for me, as I hope to take the Pilot 1 license here in Sweden, or maybe I do it in Switzerland. We will see. Thank you for watching, and see you in another video. Gonna celebrate with a dip. Get the Paraglide license. Whoop whoop.